and let's get going with a little bit of intro. Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the roses fallen. 'Tis you must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow, and I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh Danny boy, I love you so. But if you come and all the flowers are dying, and I'm dead I well maybe, you'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me. And I will know, though soft you tread above me, and all my grave will richer, sweeter be, and you bend down and tell me that you love me, and I will rest in peace until you come to me, until you come to me. You come to me. High or low, it's your pick. Now guys, let me show the pattern first. The chords, you already seen them, so an A chord would be good to start. You would have seen me pressing it down instead of like this. I do the same thing in the bar chords. If you've seen other of my lessons, I like to bend the middle badass finger only and press on the 3 strings, on the 4th, the 3rd, and the 2nd, on the 2nd fret. Excuse me, I had a hiccup. And you start with thumb, index, middle, index. And when I'm talking about these 3 fingers, assume for this pattern that the index is for the 3rd string, counting from down up, the middle badass finger of the right hand is for the middle, and the ring is for the top E string. So you go bass, index, middle, index, ring. And then after you do the ring, you repeat the triplet. And that's the pattern, guys. Now you need to practice a little bit. That's good that I put an intro on this one so you can go through the chords. A, pinky. I know that's annoying. Oh, Danny boy. Now for the singing there. Oh, on the A. Oh, Danny boy. Alright, that will help you to start. And every time I finish 2 sentences or progressional chords, I like to fade it out and start again a cappella and bring in, as you notice, the pattern later. But when it goes up and higher the piece, I continue playing there, and that's where I'm going to tell you the 2 differences. So here we go. The first one. Oh, Danny boy. You see I first start. Oh, Danny boy. The pipes are calling. Slow down from glen to glen. You've seen that a cappella again. From glen to glen. And down the mountainside. Da 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 da, and we start over and over. But once we get to the higher part, we continue the pattern non-stop because we want to keep that a little bit exciting. We're just one guitar and one voice, so we will need to find ways to fill it, and this is what I came up with. So at the part where you fade out before it goes, but come ye back, that's your first high notes that you're going. So again, you're going a cappella, but you're hitting the A chord. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the Now here's a little bit more difficult when you continue the pattern. So when you're in the F sharp or anywhere else that you continue the pattern empty with no singing, once you pluck the bass and you go 1, 2, that's where you start singing. Alright, I have my notes right here and it goes like this. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow. Listen up for here. Bass. But when the valley, sorry. But you see when I started, right there when I plugged the bass, but, so right on the 3rd hit you start. And if you do that throughout your high notes, you'll be just fine. The super high note, which is the D4 for us, not very high, but I say this to everyone that I want these songs to able to touch the regular bloke, the amateur like me, the more progressed ones that they will find their skill and make something beautiful. They don't know when to change or how to play it. And a small little note, if you've noticed also when I'm playing it, oh, when the valley's hushed and white with snow, just because the word is hushed, I do a little roll and let it ring, white with snow. And right here, when you're about to go on the high one, on the E7, right again there on the 1, 2, 3, you're gonna start singing. And I'll be here in sunshine. Open up a little bit and don't squeeze too hard. You can do it soft if you like. Here in sunshine. Just don't lose that texture. I put a little bit more oomph to it. Here in sunshine. Here in sunshine. You see, I try to keep the same timbre when I'm going downwards, so it doesn't show that I changed too much from my regular voice to going into a little bit to my head voice. I don't know if you know these terms, but I learned them by studying as well. So that's it, guys. I played for you the song. I explained to you first in the beginning, as I always do, the notes. Once again, I'm a self-taught guitarist. I have this channel for 11 years. If you like to support me, there is a link for donation in PayPal Safe. You can give out for any lesson that you thought that you got something from me to support. My dance school has been closed for 3 months, unfortunately, because of the coronavirus. And I want to continue giving these lessons because Maybe they're not getting many views, but they are getting many likes. People seem to like this technique that I sing, even if I'm not a good singer, but I do sing in tune as much as I can, and I do little variations of my own and try to be as loyal as I can to the original. So I hope you like it. Never say never. Sing because you love it. Sing because you want to share it. And if you ever reply back with a video playing one of my versions, I'll be very complimented, guys. Please do it. Support yourself. Treat yourself like you love yourself, and not like a bad love yourself. Love yourself. Treat yourself as you would treat your best friend. What would you give him advice to do if he had these problems, because you really care about him? So what would you advise your best friend to do if they wanted to do singing but they were scared? You would tell them, go for it. So love yourself and respect yourself, and don't be scared. If you like to remove the capo and go even a little bit lower, just do it. Untune your guitar, go a little bit lower, just do it. It doesn't matter if you're low or high, medium, or super soprano or tenor voice. There are beautiful voices out there, and I hope these lessons reach to some of you, and you can just take value from this lesson, use it right, and shine. Thank you very much for watching, guys. See you on the next video.